All right, it is June 16th, 2024, and this is a long overdue video. Several months back, I've had, folks ask me how this tree is doing because I had topped it about a year ago. And this is the SOURSOP tree. As you can see, here it is. The short answer to how it's doing is it is doing great. As a matter of fact, there's been a lot of growth since that topping. As you can see, I've got 3 limbs. One, you can barely see the other one right here, which comes up this way, and this one here that have shot back up. And those guys need to be cut back as well so that I can keep the tree basically rounded instead of growing vertically. But there's uses, for these limbs. It's not like I'm just going to chop them off and toss them. Of course, there's always, chop and drop. But we actually will use these leaves here to make tea. And we've been using the leaves for all this time to make that tea. As far as fruiting goes, fruiting's pretty usual. I just had a pretty huge crop. There were actually about 10 fruits that were harvested last month. And I missed harvesting some of them and they fell to the ground. As you can see, there's one there. That one is ready to be harvested. There are fruits. I think there's approximately 10 fruits on this tree right now that have yet, to ripen or get to the ripening stage. But the tree is doing really well. The weather is kind of sporadic. I don't irrigate this tree on a regular basis. This is all dependent on the weather pattern. So, like I said, here's the new growth, lots of new growth here on this tree. No problems. I have yet to face any serious problems with the SOURSOP tree here. Some folks may consider this a problem. I don't. As long as the tree is alive, strong and resilient, as you can see here, all of the foliage, there's always new growth, and that comes seasonally as well. I don't really pay too much attention to it. I just kind of let it do its thing because I'm really, really busy with other projects. I had to stop there for a second because I heard a mongoose get a hold of a rat and all you can hear is screeching. But yeah, the SOURSOP tree is doing great. As you can see here, I've done some pruning on the ends because it's coming out into everything else out here. And here's a flower right there. There's lots of flowers here on the SOURSOP tree. Like I said, for the most part, I just let it do its thing. Here's an open flower here. And I do not need to self-pollinate. I do not need to pollinate these trees, and they do fine. The pollinators are good enough, I guess, out here to get this plant pollinated to where we can get some fruit. I don't like pushing my plants to do things that they don't naturally do. I do understand that there are places where there really aren't pollinators. But like I said, once again, I don't face that problem. As a matter of fact, I don't face any problems with the SOURSOP tree out here. And yes, I know I'm lucky, but I also plant lots of SOURSOP trees, and I'm propagating them so that, we can increase the chances of getting fruit and having the trees survive regardless of weather patterns or pests or even diseases. So that's it for the update on this SOURSOP. I am going to cut it back. Like I said, once again, these 3 limbs here will be this one right here, and that one right there, so that my tree can stay fairly short and manageable. And currently at home, I've got approximately 100 SOURSOP trees that have yet to go to the farm. And those are going to go out at the new farm, which is 40 acres in comparison to this one that has this single it doesn't have a single SOURSOP tree. I actually have about 10 of them out here. If you don't recall, there's one right there actually. That's one right there. This is one here, but there are several planted along this way. It's been a while since I've gotten out here to clean this area, my little garden here, so it looks like a total mess. But here next week, I'm gonna be back out here to do some cleaning and maintenance out here in the gardening area, and we'll see what it looks like then. But as for now, that's it for the update on the soursop tree. Thanks for watching.